that has any. Oh.
So I shut the. He might not be able to talk now either.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and continue on. I apologize for the distraction.
Game on. Item number 3 is the oath of office for our new board member.
Right, as a notary public, I'll do the oath of office. You can stay seated if you like. Just raise your right hand. Once this is all read to you, just say I do if you agree. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Michigan, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education for Montague Area Public Schools to the best of your ability?
I do.
All right, congratulations and welcome.
All right, congratulations, Doug. Doug, as our new board member and the swearing in with the oath of office, and once again, thank you to Brent Rath for all his time on the board as well.
Item number 4 is roll call.
Okay, Mr. Rupert.
Here.
Mrs. Newbauer. Here. Mrs. Woolmer. Here. Mrs. Dahl. Here. Mrs. Francis. Here. Mr. Schmidt.
In the sunny Florida beach right now, so it is not great.
Item number 5 is approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as presented? Sydney, approved by Bill, Doug, okay, I'm sorry.
You're good.
There's a lot of Schmitz in
Yes, there are.
New business, which is a consideration of the letters of agreement, that was not on the original draft, but is on this report. We did put that, and I set that out on Friday.
So we don't need an additional motion?
No,
because
correct,
we were-
correct.
Okay.
We're getting that correct.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Yes.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, consent agenda.
So moved.
Support. We will have Karen, supported by Emily. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Yes.
Those opposed? That motion carries. Public comments will be accepted at this time. Each statement shall be limited to 5 minutes duration. Participants shall direct all comments to the board and not to staff or other participants. The board welcomes public comment but does not respond, or designee will respond in a timely manner. This meeting is a meeting of the Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school district's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Is there any?
There was no one on there.
Is there anybody that would like to speak for public comment?
All right, we're going to begin with the principal meaningful minute. Who'd like to go first today?
Oh,
Oh gosh, so I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank you all. It's super exciting, so thank you for that donation. Today we kicked off our One School, One Book initiative, and our book is Gooseberry Park by Cynthia Weiland. We're doing a different book than our book this year, a little bit younger. So the book's about home questions and guess the mystery reader and things like that. I do want to thank the rubrics because I already noticed that I didn't share with everyone. So I fixed that, so just so you know. So thank you to your families. That's all fixed and ready for everyone else. We have parent-teacher conferences this week. We are also hosting our book fair. So we have books from ages K to 6. So if you are a kindergarten parent and have a child a little bit older that would like to pick out some books, you're more than welcome to join us. May 6th, in prospective incoming could be kindergartners. Please let them know that May 6th, we'll be happy to see them. And FFA again is coming in the spring like they always do, so we're pretty excited about that. And we just had our second Golden Assembly, which was super fun, and kids did really fun, so that's great.
One School, One Book today with the one and only Ivan. Did you guys take your books home? Right already. And actually a fan favorite of mine as well by Catherine Applegate. So we hope to have lots of participation. Everything went home today, so hopefully that will work out well. On-time concert. I have to say, in all the years I've been doing this, it's probably one of my favorites. It was just the sweetest ever, and talk about feeling the love. You can really feel the love. Recently, our kindergarten through 5th grade teachers who teach bookworms all engaged in a professional learning communities half day, where we had an opportunity to just celebrate things that are going well, and outcomes in relationship to the rubrics that are built into the program. The principals had an opportunity to attend a learning session on AI with Andy Mann from the ISD, and that was really helpful. And I think we each took a few tidbits away that we can use in our everyday work. Teachers at the elementary have been working on pacing guides in both math and reading. We're almost done with those, so we look forward to moving on to social event. If you recall, the last couple of years, we've had an end of the year event outside, and we invite the MAC and RO families to join in, and they have food trucks, and the library comes, and a book fair, and they just do it up really nice. This is one of those things like you build it and they will come, because I asked them to do an end of the year event where we could celebrate every student, no matter who library come, or, just have like, a little bit of food, and then it has blown into this, which I'm grateful for, but it's really exciting to be able to celebrate with everyone at the end of the year. We always really fun to see the younger kids go out there and do the high fives with the kids and so forth. And it's so funny though, because I had 2 or 3 emails afterwards to ask me if everything was okay at RRO because of the sirens and everything like that. So I guess whoever that was not used to having that, during those times. So yeah, it's a great day to be at RRO, but I think we should let Luke and Eli for their dad. Now they're gonna know. Okay. That way they are gonna know where you are every Monday and second Monday. So it's so great to see you guys here. Thanks for coming. And you as well, Mrs. Schmidt.
So a number of things going on at NBC. I want to start by across our district. The band festival was a week and a half ago. 7th and 8th grade bands got ones in the rating there, so that's the top rating. She does a wonderful job there. She is also, as when she went to her last music concert, she's lucky too. She won a clinic with Julian Bliss. So I have no idea who this is. He is a world based out of Britain, and they won a clinic for the band. So he will be here tomorrow. He's going to spend an hour with all of the bands, and then he's going to spend an additional hour with just our clarinet players here in the district. So a couple of cool events. I wanted to share with you the flyer from the middle school Hope Squad. One of the projects they have been 23rd from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Den. So it's welcome to anyone just to come together as a community to get active and to promote mental health awareness. They want to have little conversation cards and trying to make connections between people while they're there on their walk, and to be out and active and come together as a community. So great if anybody would like to come support that. You're going to see a lot more flyers around as they promote that event. Middle school sports are winding down as this is winter 2 for us. We got another 2 weeks to that. And then spring sports will start that last week of March already. They'll get going with track and softball, and baseball, and everything else. This year we had Jordy Camilleri from the ISD come along with us, and he made a little recap video for us. So I thought I would show this. I just got this in my email today. I think it does a really nice job capturing the day. So today we have our 8th graders in locations all across Muskegon County for our career exploration day for NBC Middle School.
I think it's just so important because it just connects the learning that they're doing in school to what their future might be like. So it just helps them solve, well, I'm learning this English because I'm going to use these skills in the real world, and just being able to connect skills back to their curriculum, I think just makes it real for them and gives them a reason to like be excited about school and be excited about what's the future look like for them.
So we know 8th grade is an important year for these kids as they're starting to move into high school. These places so they can experience the career, and our goal is to bring them on location so they can begin to see what it's like to experience that career. We put them in activities that are hands-on, that put them in experiences that you would have as a professional in that career, so they can really begin to try and see for themselves, is this something that I want to do? Is this an environment I would really like to work in? Does this kind of thing bring you joy?
I feel like it's nice to see different people and learn about their jobs, what people actually do in a day, and then like why it's interesting and why people got into it. I'm excited to be here because it gives me a chance to shadow how other jobs work and be able to get like a real experience of working in this field. I feel like this is preparing me for my future.
I'm super excited that the students get an opportunity to come and just be excited that the students get an opportunity to come and just be involved in the community and learn about careers, searching careers that they love, and then get an opportunity to get some hands-on exposure and experience to careers that might be available here in Muskegon County.
And we'll have them take this forward as they move into the high school and think about how they would use this for a future career. That's a little recap video. We'll put that out on our social media channel. So want to make sure that we thank the Montague Police Department, which just came and did some stuff from Health West. Rebel Marketing hosted our kids. Got a call from the ISD, did pieces on video production. We had the Sturris Center and architects from Hoover the Young and Coopersville Union were down there with doing some hands-on stuff, as well as Baker College hosted that tech, and the community college had the kids in their health sciences, so it was a wonderful experience. So they got a chance to see a wide variety of careers while they were out there. So.
Just a little follow-up on that, I guess. If you are on Facebook and you have not followed the Career Tech Center, make sure you do that. They post a lot of things, and a lot of our students are often highlighted, so make sure that you follow that. We're in the midst of scheduling right now, so we are right now having sophomores. They've gone and visited CTC, and they're filling out their requests for the programs they want to be in, and they have new programs for next year. Airplane mechanic and HVAC are some of the highlighted ones that kids are very interested in, so that just continues on for them through high school. So recent successes at the high school, there's a lot, and I'm going to try to be quick because they wrapped up their seasons, their competitive seasons. Dylan Bailey earned the State Star, so that is the highest award that a student can receive for FFA. I had the pleasure of being on stage with him Thursday night when he received that, and that's very exciting. Our chapter, unfortunately, is not first this year, but they are third out of 110 chapters in the state. Ravenna's the winner, and I've heard a little bit that Miss Firestein maybe helps them too much, but that's what you can say. But that's great because we want to support other programs in our area, so good that it was a Muskegon County school. Our Green Hand Conduct team, which would be the freshman meeting procedures team, they placed 8th and received a silver. The parliamentary procedure team received 9th. Samantha Scheffler placed 5th for Green Hand Public Speaking. And Abby Tallquist was 5th in extemporaneous speaking. And then lots of gold and silver awards, lots of outstanding seniors, outstanding juniors. Those lists will be coming, but they are very long for our students. DECA was in Detroit over the weekend at the state conference. We had 13 competitors. Austin Mayer earned a medal for leadership and teamwork. Finalist medals for leadership and teamwork were Austin Mayer, Wesley Mayer, and Tyson Schattenberg. Emily McGee and Santiago Perales competed in the Chapter Awards project, and they got a medal each as a finalist. And then Bree Berry and Erica Hansen received overall finalist medals, so you can consider them state champions. They earned DECA glass, which will go in the trophy case for their first place in their school-based enterprise project. So very successful there. Like Mr. Perot said, the high school band also received straight ones at festival. So bravo to them and Mrs. Greenwood. All of our all-conference athletes received lunch today with all of the all-conference athletes around the league. It was at the VAC in Whitehall. We had representatives from boys and girls basketball, one each, 2 bowlers, I believe, a competitive cheerleader, and then 6 wrestlers were all-conference this year for us. Speaking of wrestling, that was also in Detroit over the weekend. We actually had some of our DECA students come to Ford Field to watch some of our wrestlers, so that was cool. We had 4. All 4 of our qualifiers are also academic All-State, 3 of them with 4.0s. And then our wrestling team, 8th year in a row, is All-State, true student athletes. Our chess team, conference champs. We hosted the conference chess tournament last week, about 40 chess players in the cafeteria. It was really pretty cool to see. And our guys all wore suits and ties and fancy dress that day, so they looked great. We had 2 individuals that placed in the conference as well. Quiz Bowl just finished their season, and we had to take a bus. We had so many kids, That is really cool that has grown. And then robotics and esports are in full swing. Esports has had a couple of competitions, and robotics is going, I believe it's at Grand Valley, maybe it is this Saturday. The Saturday or next to do their first competition. The play is going to be Almost Maine, and that is the weekend of March. It's a half day. We have parent-teacher conferences, so we will all come together, have breakfast, and then have some time in the auditorium together. Officer Dice has some safety things to share with us. What to do when you have a school bus around you with their lights on, and what choices you can make in a positive way when you're behind the wheel. And the Hope Squad is doing a Spirit Week this week to promote mental health. We don't like to wait until May. May is Mental Health Month. We do it in March because otherwise the seniors are gone for half of it. So they have activities and put it through the shredder. So they have little things all week that they are doing to promote mental health awareness. And our Renaissance class is also planning a Spirit Week the next week before St. Patrick's Day, and they are promoting SAT, trying to make the SAT a little more positive. They were going around last week. They'll be making a TikTok about the importance of state testing. They asked me what my ACT score was afterwards, so that's fine. But just lots of things going on, trying to make it, this is a long stretch between midwinter break and spring break, and we're making it pop. Good.
Cool. Thank you. So that is it for our Principal Meaningful Minute. On to some superintendent comments. Please note in the Friday updates, there is the Mesquite County Public School Board Alliance. April 30th, we'd love to have each of you. The cost will be covered by the district. There will be dinner, and then a program from Michelle Ferris with Active Community Care that evening. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Michelle on that process. Emergency operation plans, just an FYI, that has been signed off by the school board president. Brent had signed that prior to his leaving, but we have finalized with chief of police, and then it goes down to the county emergency manager's office as well. I sign it. We go through a number of different processes, make sure that we have maps updated and locations of the buildings and what our plans are for those emergency staff of any changes that will be taking place. Legislative update. As far as legislation, it's been a relatively quiet week this last week in Lansing, but both chambers are working on their respective budget proposals. The benefits of a weighted funding formula for schools. This is the core element of the school finance research collaborative study that some of you may remember that I've shared previously. We'll likely see the proposals for the school aid budgets from the House and the Senate late this month or after the signing after spring break in April. and then that will be kind of a back and forth. With the governor's budget proposed a couple of different things, and it's just a proposal because there's obviously a lot of give and take from this point on. But the official governor's proposal starts with a budget where we see a per pupil foundation increase of 2.5% to $10,300. So that is nice. The budget also includes a 6% increase to the weighted foundation allowance items in preschool, career tech education, target full day allowances of an increase by 6%. So Great Start Readiness, which would be the preschool ages as well, to $11,290 per slot. They're also looking at increases within percentage increases to at-risk and English language learners. The interesting thing around the at-risk dollars is they're looking to funding. It would still be based upon at-risk number of at-risk students, but it would then become more generalized and allow for different varieties of how we spend those dollars. So that could be very beneficial to the district as well. One thing to note in that, the school aid fund does see in the proposal, the governor's proposal, additional K-12 budget, flowing to universities by more than $500 million. The school aid fund would then fund almost half of universities' budgets and all the community colleges' budgets for a total of $18 billion flowing from the K-12 into the classroom. What that is that there's an overall possible budget problem, and that maybe they find that all those dollars come to K-12 for us, but they are utilizing in this proposal having more and more dollars. It was going to be a one-time thing to help fund some colleges and universities. It is now becoming more on that. Senate bill that has some legs right now, Senate Bill 492, is a revised school code which will require schools not transfer a student's record unless it has received written confirmation that that student has been enrolled in a new school. This would ensure no minor child has been lost in school and then they never show up. So it's just making sure, that should be a big change for us in that process. So that is the legislative updates. And the end of superintendent comments.
Moving on to new business. Item A, consideration to approve the 2026-27 school of choice as presented.
So moved.
Support. Moved by Karen, support by Emily. Any discussion?
So this would be us participating in the Montague Area ISD School District School Choice Plan, where we will take school of choice students into the district. This is permitted to Section 1 to say that we are active in the Muskegon County School of Choice to take new students in, which we are a quote-unquote winner, taking in more students than we lose within the district.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed? That motion carries. Item B is to designate a representative to attend the MAISD annual budget review. Public schools at the MAISD annual budget review on April 23rd, 2026. We have a motion.
You've done it in the past, and you kind of did it as treasurer. Do we have the treasurer? The treasurer willing to do that?
That should work.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then to appoint Emily to represent Montague Public Schools at the MAISD annual budget review on April 23rd.
Is there a second?
Support.
Support by Karen. Any other discussion?
And it has been past practice in the treasurer taking.
If you get like a box meal or number for players and different meetings and
Box of what?
a box
Well,
meal.
they all-
I don't know, 'cause I didn't.
There's a meal at something.
Okay.
I'll
go to that.
It was like
Superintendent evaluation thing we have about.
Yeah.
At least a cookie or something.
All right, all those in favor, say
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those opposed? That motion carries. Item C, consideration to approve the letters of agreement with the Montague Teachers Education Association and the Montague Education Support Personnel Association as presented.
So moved.
Moved by Cindy, support by Doug. Discussion?
So 27L of the State School Aid Act for the fiscal year 2026 was some legislation that was put forth, funding or the retirement system where they had the executive dollars. So they thought they would bring it back to the educators of districts as a whole. So in that process, they put some legislation requirements that it needed to be negotiated, both with any association that you have within the district. Here in our district, we have the Teacher Association, the Support Staff Personnel Association. So in working with them as a process, we had looked, as you can see, in both of the letters of agreement. One is for the Teacher Education Association, one is for the support staff. They're the exact same. The teachers, the support staff, but administrators as well. The only staff member that is not a part of that is myself. Didn't seem right for me to negotiate if I'm a part of that process as well. So I am not a part of this, but every other individual that is collecting a Montague paycheck from the Montague schools. This does not include our scheduled employees that are just Schedule Bs. But there are Schedule B employees that do because they're also employed by the districts as well. But that's where you'll see the additional $756 to each eligible employee. These are employees of the district on January 31st of 2026. Dollar amount to them, or they could put that in their 403B or 457 investments, or then their health savings account as well, their HSA for insurance purposes as well, as long as they take the necessary steps and working with the HR process on that. Overall, it was a very smooth process. Thank you to our Teacher Association and Support Staff Association for working through that. And we plan to have that out before spring break for everybody if they so desire.
All right, all those in favor?
Yes.
Those opposed? That motion carries. Item 10 is adjournment. Do I have a motion? So moved. Support.
Look at that. Thank you. That was a quick.
Does that happen as a consent?
I have one right now.
Sure, sure.
Good job, Amanda.
Yeah.